Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 548. And as you can see, I'm beautifully shaved, not because, I don't know, life gets in the way. I didn't have a chance to properly spend time and take care about my looks, so you need to probably deal with it for a moment. I promise I will take care of it and groom myself a little bit today or tomorrow. Albeit I am now at some beach because it doesn't have a name, and I've been here yesterday, but I only parked the car just at the entrance to the beach. And by the entrance I mean most of the cars can't get onto the beach except for probably a Jeep or SUV type of cars or tractors. And I suspect that tractors are the main users of that beach, because I think it's used for the access to the, you can't probably see it well, but deeper into the bay there are oyster cages, where it's basically an oyster farm deep in that bay, and the tractors are using this beach when there's low tide to get access and collect them, I suppose. I'm not sure, I'm not familiar with oyster farming, so I can't tell you if they feed them in any way or they are just planted there in the cages and they just grow by themselves because ocean delivers enough, so they don't need to do anything. I'm not sure, because I hear those tractors from time to time in the bay, depending on the weather. Obviously, when there's wind you won't hear much, but very often when we go to Moerwach Beach, which is actually there, I think, yeah. So that, my cup is, so where the cup is, just there is the end of Moerwach Beach, which is quite a popular spot for us to do the walks. And if you're familiar with my blog and the project itself, the podcast and the blog, very often I update daily on walks in that area. So yeah, I'm quite surprised that I wasn't aware that this particular beach is exactly in front of Moerwach. Very interesting. So that stretch of sand is already quite long. I'm almost 1k in. If you consider about 200-300 meters of the car that I had to walk, then it's probably 750 or so meters that I walked on the sand. So not a bad walk, and I still have some stretch to cover. So instead of updating today about the next day on Gran Canaria, because I shall continue that. I still have 2 or 3 days to cover, as I promised. But today I still have a dinner to be done, and I am on the walk at the moment, so decided to do another intermission and just kind of record this beautiful place. It's not super nice, it's not like a type of beach but that you would come probably and swim on, but it's nice for walks regardless. And I think its tide is going back already for about 2 hours, so soon all this area will likely be just sand, because it's a very shallow bay area, so it will be down until obviously the next tide comes in. So very nice place, to be honest, and I decided to report on that. I had to stop for a second because not only it got windy as I was circling around that little peninsula, but also was a guy coming in, so I didn't want to record him. And as you can see on the other side, there's the rest of the bay. There is a Summerhill beach, and there's a rugby pitch out there and a club, and you can hear probably or see the cars going there. So this is the main road up there, so it's nice to just walk around and learn about the area and get perspective on what you're seeing from the other side. It's very cool, and that helps me not only to relax a bit from that mental stress across the day, but also in general kind of I find walking very therapeutical, and I like to explore and understand the area better, especially where I live. So this is a very nice place actually. It's already, let me just check, of course it doesn't work, 1.5 kilometers, so almost a mile from the car. I should be able to see the car from here, I think, because I see the road that is very likely where I parked. Yeah, I might not see the car because it's a little bit further, but it's still a nice small place to walk around and near our home. So a good alternative to come for a walk instead of just doing the regular stuff. So today was quite normal. I came back to work after bank holiday and the long weekend, where I had a sync up with the guys that I work with and my manager, so we are on the same page what comes next. Other than that, we did a short walk with Elizabeth, about 4.5k to the bay and back. So it's my second walk today, but I still find it very useful, especially that in about 15-20 minutes I'll be heading back home to prep a dinner and then write the blog post and obviously embed this video. So today, no updates from Gran Canaria. I will likely write about the next day tomorrow, because I still have some backlog. For those of you that are new to the project, I'll just remind that we were on Gran Canaria for 8 days, and I'm kind of trying to get my memory alive and write about those places where we've been, activities that we did, and I was able to cover 5 of 8 days already, and I still have 2 full days of, I would say, activity, plus the last day that we were pretty much traveling back to Ireland and then to Donegal, because it's quite a drive from Dublin. So not much to update on this one, I guess, but I'll still probably mention it at some stage. Oh, I reached a very weird place. As you can see, there is a fencing and probably quite mucky area, so I need to find my way back to whatever path is there and get to the car. But it's still nice. I will just follow the walking path made by people and their dogs along the dunes, and I'll probably circle back to where I started. So yeah, that's pretty much for today. I just found that nice. Well, it doesn't look nice here, but maybe if I show you the colors of that oyster shell, it's very nice. I'm gonna clean it up and maybe use it as some decoration If not, I will just bring it back. So that's it. Thank you very much for tuning in. I guess that was a bit duller or more boring episode. Apologies for that. But, you know, from time to time it has to be less interesting. So when I come back with interesting stuff, you enjoy it more. Thank you very much for being here and listening. I hope you have a great rest of the day, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you tomorrow.